Hi there. I thought I'd make a video on a couple of products that I saw on Amazon, and I had my own doubts about those. So this video is about that because I found that some of the ingredients, or one particular ingredient they're using in those products on Amazon, I don't really think they should, and they should sell it. So I thought I should let you know about it unless you haven't noticed. And the price point is actually pretty low, so you can catch an eye and people can go buy it. And I've seen people buy it because there are reviews there. So this video is about that. So let's get right into that.
Alright everyone, so this is what I wanted to talk about. I saw these two pre-workout supplements on Amazon. One is from Dominator Nutrition Smash and the other is ESN Hypercore. Now here's the thing, why I want you to be aware of it. See, this one is actually a bit better because it lists down the ingredients. Let's just wait for it to come up. Well, yeah. So if you can see on the screen on the third row where it says focus and stimulant matrix, it has something really interesting. Look at it. 1,3-dimethylaminoamine, also known as DMAA. So it has different names, but just check it out. This one is having it, and it's kind of a proprietary blend, so it doesn't say what amount it has in it. So this is one. The other one is this one, and I'm not really sure if it's referring to this one, but it also says 1,3-dim, which I would take as 1,3-dimethylaminoamine, DMAA. Now, why I want you to understand and be aware of this is because two things. One, so this one goes even beyond. It doesn't even list down what all things it has. I would never even buy this type of thing, which doesn't list down what all stuffs it has. Now, this one says what all stuffs it has. It doesn't say how much it has. Now, DMAA's initial dosage is about 10 to 25 milligram, increasing to 45 milligram per day, something like that. Now, the trouble is, this ingredient is banned by FDA in US and in Australia. I don't really recall what their Food and Drug Administration is, or what's the name, but they have banned it as well. It's not just banned as a component to be part of a pre-workout, but it's banned even to be manufactured. So if you are known to be manufacturing this compound now, then they're going to shut you down. There's reason for that. Now, for any compound, I would suggest like whatever ingredient your pre-workout is made of, like the normal ones, caffeine, like arginine, or like say beta-alanine. You just go to examine.com and see what sort of trial information they have on it. So this is just for your reference. I opened up. If you see, it has trial information on DMAA and all the different names by which it's called. Trouble is, it was known as a fat burner and a nootropic because, I mean, it's like a neurological medicine as a stimulant, just like our caffeine, but a more potent one. And the trouble is, a lot of these companies started using it as combination with caffeine. So talk about Jack, talk about Mesomorph, Hemorrhage. They all used to have DMAA, and then about 4 to 5 years back, FDA banned it, and then all these pre-workout supplements started releasing their new formula, and that didn't have DMAA. So the problem is, it has some interesting characteristics, and it was first reported by U.S. military, where 2 of their soldiers died. And after examination and all those things, it was found that they were in high dosage of DMAA. So, and then U.S. government went into probing and understanding what might have happened, and lots of voluntary input came in. And turns out this thing has some really severe side effects, and the side effects include from brain hemorrhage to heart attack, stroke, and all sorts of different things. And if you see, the most disturbing fact here, just get here and you'll see all the evidences. I want you to see this part. That level of evidence is pretty high. This is what it's doing. This ingredient has a noticeable effect on blood pressure. It increases blood pressure. but it doesn't increase your heart rate. I mean, how weird is that? So, for example, how does it work? You run on a treadmill, or you see a ghost, and your heart rate goes up, boom, 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 and your blood pressure also goes up. These things go hand in hand most of the time. If they're not going hand in hand, something is really problematic going on. And one of the things that might just go on and actually goes on with this thing is that your arteries and your veins, they become thinner. So essentially, you're talking about the same amount of blood flowing through a narrower pipe. And that's why you're getting more blood pressure. So this thing actually has a known side effect of narrowing your arteries and veins, and that really is a troublesome thing. While we're talking about arginine and citrulline malase, things like that, which are nitric oxide inducers, they relax your veins, right? So they give you that good blood flow, and then you feel full and all that thing. Good nutrients go to your cells and all that. This thing, on the other hand, is doing what? It's compressing your arteries and veins, which is really disturbing, and it's not increasing your heart rate. And that's probably, I'm not really sure, because the amount of research I've done on net, on YouTube, as well as a lot of sites like Mayo Clinic and all of others who have shown some results, it might be directly linked to the brain hemorrhages and the strokes that were reported. Not really clear, but reported. So if you see on this page on top, it says that this was a pretty solid ingredient for pre-workout, but look at this line. And no longer commonly sold as supplement. No longer. Why? Because it's banned. I'm not really sure if in India our Drug Administration Board banned it or something, but I want you to understand these two supplements on Amazon is having it. And I wouldn't go buy it. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go buy it by, I'd say, see, if you're using pre-workouts like Mr. Hyde or MethLab or something which is high on caffeine, then yeah, you'll get to a zombie mode. And it's okay to get to zombie mode, because after 4, 5, 6 hours, you're back to normal. This is not zombie mode. This is beyond. And the other thing is that this thing grows up the tolerance so freaking fast in you that there was a time when Jacked was being sold, and then people were like crazy. It was out of stock. Why? Because people would go and buy like 2-3 tubs of Jacked. Why? They were having 1 scoop of first week, they had then started to have like 2 scoops second week, 3 scoop third week. This way they were bumping it up. This is kind of addictive stuff here we're talking about. I'd say don't go for the price tag here. This is cheap, $2,150, and this is even cheaper, $1,837. I would not take it. I mean, there's no way I'm going to take it. It suggests so many different options like Muscle Tech and Psycho and then HyperFX. I don't know. I'm not recommending anything. Go choose yours. But I'd say caffeine is good enough. And even on caffeine, we cycle, right? We don't keep on taking caffeine every single day. We cycle it off 1 week. We sometimes take 2 days and then give 1 or 2 days break, something like that. You don't take 20 coffee a day and do it all your life, right? That's talking caffeine toxicity we are talking about, sorry. So my whole intention for this video was not to somehow show that these brands, ESN or Dominator, they're bad or something. No, I really don't know anything about these things. What I'm saying that these things are openly saying they're having 1,3-dimethylamine. If this 1,3-dim on this product is the same thing, then yeah, then it's also having it. Otherwise, I don't really know. And if they're saying they are having it and they're not saying what the dosage is, see the dosage is here. It's written here. See, 10 to 20 mg, and then it goes up to 40 to 60 mg a day. There's, whatever research was done on that. Now, these guys are not saying how much they have put in this. Why would you even go for it? I wouldn't go for it. That's why I wanted to warn you guys and let you know that it's perhaps not the best option to go for as a pre-workout. You can always try something else, much more tried and tested and much more safe. But you don't have to take my word for it. That's pretty much what I wanted to share. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, ciao.
Do you like the video? Then subscribe, damn it!